Car owners in Pakistan love to collect and kill, so their brake discs need to be replaced every 2 months. In order to make car owners feel more cost-effective, their small workshop uses scrap iron to melt and glue. Only through simple lathe turning, these brake discs can be directly used on the car. This is a small Foundry workshop in Karachi, Pakistan. They mix sand with engine oil, and the mold of the brake disc is only covered with iron ore. Then fill the mixed sand into the iron ore. In order to avoid sand holes in the cast brake disc, all the sand filled into the iron ore must be compacted. Generally, the glue column mold is used to replicate the ready-made brake disc. In order to facilitate demolding, the mold adopts a two-layer design. After turning over, the new iron is filled with sand. Since the brake disc itself is not large, the speed of making a mold is very fast. After the outer layer is full of air holes, the brake disc used for replica can be taken out. In order to harden the inner side of the sand in the mold, the master also needs to use a liquefier to heat the surface. The main purpose is to prevent cracking during the glue column. Then a standard brake disc is poured into the mold and it is done. The scrap iron pulled back from the recycling station needs to be broken because the broken pieces melt faster. Each pot of scrap iron needs to be weighed. Pakistan's casting has also developed over the years, and the equipment for transportation has also been upgraded. The pot of scrap iron on the head has become a conveyor belt. The motor pulls the steel wire to transport the scrap iron to the second floor. Pakistan's casting has also developed over the years, and the equipment for transportation has also been upgraded. The pot of scrap iron on the head has become a conveyor belt. The motor pulls the steel wire to transport the scrap iron to the second floor. After it is completely melted, the container is connected to the molten iron. The impurities on the top of the iron bucket can be scooped out. After the treatment is completed, pour it back through the glue column port of the mold. When all the pores emit flames, it proves that the mold has been filled. The molten iron glue column generally does not need to be cooled because the molten iron is basically formed once it contacts the sand. The upper and lower covers of the mold can be separated. The heat of the car disc is very high, so the demolded brake discs need to be placed outdoors. The sand on the surface that has not hardened can be cleaned and easily knocked off with a hammer. After cleaning, just wait for the machine to cool down. After leaving it overnight, fix the brake disc on the car window. This is because there are many surface hairs at this time, and the flatness cannot meet the requirements of the brake pad contact, so the surface layer needs to be completely eliminated, and the end face must be in direct contact with the wheel rail. The importance of this flatness is self-evident. The brake pads stacked with sand completely wrap both sides of the brake disc, so the back of the brake disc also needs to be processed by turning pins. After all the planes are flattened, the end face needs to be drilled with a bench drill. With the support of the hole mold, all fixed holes do not need to be measured and can be drilled directly. In this way, each brake disc hole can be matched. After drilling, the brake disc can actually be used. Then spray the parts of the brake disc that are prone to rust with anti-rust machine. The main thing is the contact surface between the side and the inside. The production is completed. What do you think of the technology of the small workshop in Pakistan?